Alright guys, welcome to This Week in Wrestling, covering everything that's gone on over the course of this past week, a week that's seen the shock return of none other than Shane McMahon. Shane crashed the party on Raw as Vince was presenting Stephanie with the Vincent J. McMahon Legacy of Excellence Award, making his first appearance on WWE programming for more than 6 years after he left to take the position as CEO of China Broadband and You On Demand, the first video on demand and pay-per-view service in China. As if Shane's return wasn't a big enough shock, we got the reveal that Shane is now set to take on The Undertaker inside Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania 32, which, if he wins, will see Shane O'Mac replace the Authority and gain control of Monday Night Raw. Now, while it was a shock to see Shane would be facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania, it does appear to be legit, as Shane has posted multiple videos of himself training to get into ring shape for the show, but as of right now, reports suggest that Shane is only booked up until WrestleMania. However, depending on how the storyline plays out and the outcome of the match, then that is obviously open to change. And I think, for me, if Shane was to win, then it would be some much needed freshness brought to Raw after having the Authority rule the roost for the past 4 years. The question is though, can Shane O'Mac defeat The Undertaker? And if so, how? Could we potentially see Shane one-up his father just like he did when he purchased WCW, potentially being the guy to bring in the Bullet Club and have them aid him in a victory that would change the landscape in WWE? So in relation to this, in this week's question of the week, we're asking, what did you think of Shane McMahon's return, and can he become the second man to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Let me know your thoughts in the comments or get in touch via Twitter using the hashtag ThisWeekInWrestling. Speaking of WrestleMania, we now know that the main event will see Roman Reigns take on Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship after Reigns defeated both Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose last week at Fastlane, which led to an altercation between the two at the end of this week's Raw, and it's seen Triple H batter bloody Roman Reigns, repeatedly bouncing his head off the announce table before pedigreeing him on steel steps, in a move which was said to cause Roman to undergo surgery for a broken nose. However, it appears as though the surgery was already scheduled in order to deal with a pre-existing condition, and Reigns wasn't actually busted open legitimately. Instead, videos surfaced online which appears to show Byron Saxton passing Reigns a blood capsule that used to make it look as though he had been busted open, instead of the more common and dangerous route of blading that we've seen in the past. As far as the segment goes, Bryan Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Live has said it's all to be part of an Edgier product that we're going to be getting between now and WrestleMania, with WWE really pushing the PG boundaries, which is something that we have seen a little bit more as of late, both with this week's segment and then The Rock's a few weeks back, as well as Vince McMahon dropping an F-bomb live on Raw this week when he told Shane he was getting one last chance to avoid an effing beating, something that the WWE censors managed to bleep out on TV, but that was captured by many fans in attendance. As far as the road to WrestleMania goes, one last stop we'll see is WWE holding a special live event at Madison Square Garden on March 25th, a night which they've actually named Daniel Bryan Night. Now, it's unknown if this will be shown on the WWE Network, as there's already a special set to air on March 12th titled The March to WrestleMania, which takes place live from Toronto, but the card for the Daniel Bryan Night looks to be pretty good. It includes Roman Reigns teaming with Dean Ambrose to take on Triple H and Sheamus, as well as AJ Styles against Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. As for the live special on the 12th, it appears as though we may see Triple H defend his championship before WrestleMania, as WWE posted an announcement stating that he'd be in action to defend his title for the first time. However, they later pulled that announcement, so it's unknown if we'll see the championship defended before WrestleMania. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of This Week in Wrestling, but make sure to get involved and let me know your thoughts on all this week's stories in the comments, as well as what you think of this show. Is there anything you'd like to see more of or more coverage on? If so, make sure to let me know about it. It's always good to get some feedback, but hopefully you're enjoying it, and it's a good way to keep up with things outside the ring because there's so much going on inside it in the run-up to WrestleMania. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, a like is always appreciated. I hope you all have a great weekend. And until next time, catch you later.